Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the first session of MGT 190, Strategic Management. So, one of the things I like to do when I introduce a course is to break down basically the name of the course into two words, which is strategy and management. So, what comes to mind when I say the word strategy? Plan. Okay, what do I do with this plan? Execute it. Achieve what? So you've got the definition basically correct. It's a plan of action or policy designed to achieve a major or overall aim, meaning you have a goal in mind. Now, if you look at the other definitions, you will see that there is a lot of military involved, right? We're talking here about war or battle. This is not a coincidence. It's because the word strategy itself comes from the Greek word strategia, which has something to do with the military. So because of that, business just basically steals from the military. And they say, okay, we're doing strategy, but actually that's initially a military purpose. Now what about management? You are 4th-year BSF student, so hopefully you would know what management is. We are talking about the 4 functions. Alright, so basically it's ELOC, right? Activity act or art of managing, such as a business. And the second definition is actually very close to the definition of what strategy is. So if we put together those two words, we end up with a definition that goes like this. Strategic management is the process of setting goals, procedures, and objectives, and effectively deploying staff and resources in order to make the company or organization manage. So essentially, we are getting the definition of strategy, and the objective is basically the management. The framework that we are going to use for this course is the scientific management process diagram by Arthur Thompson. He's the guy that I stole everything in this module from. So, first, we're supposed to develop a strategic vision and mission, and that with our values. Part 2 is based on those, we set specific objectives, and then we formulate strategies that must meet these objectives, and at the same time, move the company towards achieving its vision. Once a strategy has been chosen, we need to then implement and execute, and then monitor development as managers in order to evaluate performance and initiate any corrections if are needed. Of course, as life is unpredictable, strategy is not static and must always grow according to the situation. Therefore, management always has the option to make revisions during every step of the way as it sees fit. Our course, MGT 190, is what we call an integrative course, in that it combines everything that you have learned over the past 4 years. You can see this clearly through your prerequisites. What is the prerequisite of this course? 190, 199. And then what? Just 199. Yeah, just 199. But what are the prerequisites of 199? A buttload of courses, right? 5 of them. So you could see that in order to take this course, you must have already taken basically almost all of the other courses, right? So the focus here is on the strategic management concept and the application of strategy theory and principles. With that said, there is a weakness in this course. Okay, what is the weakness? Well, if you say strategic management, ideally we want to formulate strategy. That's a given, but is that enough? No, what's more important is your ability to implement and execute. Unfortunately, I don't think you can do that in a classroom setting. You're not going to get the chance in this course to get a company and then execute strategy. No one's going to give you that responsibility because one, you are young, and number two, you are untested, right? So that's a weakness of this course. It can only be mainly theoretical in nature, and we cannot really do the practical thing. And we won't do it until you are actually doing it. That's the thing. Okay, so just to set expectations, that's a weakness of this course. Strategic management is the job of a CEO, Chief Executive Officer. And fortunately for you, that is kind of like the job that you have been training for, right? You're training to become future CEOs. You're not training to become future boss executives, right? Or supervisors. CEOs. So don't say, our group is reporting on the case concerning company X, Z. Right? This is what a student would say. What would a CEO say? Our company, right? Or you can say my company, you're the boss, right? No problem. You're more of a boss than a leader, right? But it's okay that there's many leadership styles. Maybe you're autocratic, who knows? That's also that's an acceptable style, right? But a CEO would say, after a detailed examination about the issues surrounding our company X, we have the following recommendations. So essentially, you are going to be role-playing as CEOs because, as the saying goes, if you basically fake it, then you become it or you make it, right? Use as many tools as possible, not just the ones that we're going to cover here, in order to analyze the companies that you will be studying in this course. So, obviously, you need knowledge in accounting and financial analysis, but this is only the first step because it's more important for you to interpret and act on the numbers that you do. Because I'm very sure all of you can easily complete calculations or pass interest ratio or turnover with all problem. Block analysis, no need, but then what? That becomes the issue that anyway, this is what we hope you become at the end of the course. So, strictly speaking, I don't intend for you to read a textbook because I intend my video and canvas to be enough. But if you really want one, I really must read a textbook. Now, this is the guy that I stole it from. Okay? 90% of the material I stole from him. So, crafting and executing strategy, the quest for competitive advantage by a lot of people. Why is it 2021? This is the last year for McGraw-Hill that this book has a name. Because starting in the future, I think McGraw-Hill is not happy that people are finding people books on otherwise, on the sites that they're using, like maybe LiveGen, that they are now moving to what we call evergreen forever books. So there's no 24th edition actually. It's just the perpetual edition year 2025. So I'm going to stick with 2030. With that said, you may use whatever strategic management textbook that you stumble across because they are all the same. Maybe they present it a bit differently, but actually the basic principles will not change. So I'm not recommending any textbook at all. But again, if you want the source, then I'm giving you a solution. Now our course has a total of 17 YouTube videos that you're going to be looking at asynchronously regarding the following topics. So each topic will correspond to a chapter in Thompson's book. So if you're looking at another book, then obviously the chapter will be different. And then it also corresponds to one of the 16 HDR articles that I will be including in the first pack, which you will be able to access on the website. And then we also have 3 cases. You are not strangers to cases, right? You know cases. So this is going to be our course. If you want, if you need to take a picture of this page. We have a total of 34 meetings. Now, first of all, what is BI? BI means it's a face-to-face synchronous session where you will come here and I will come here and then we will. So in other words, we are not going to meet every week or every day. Is that fine? So you will notice that on the days we don't meet, there is an assigned video. So on days we don't meet, you are expected to watch videos yourself and then answer anything that will come back. Okay? Yes. Of 23 to 26. Alright. Really? 23?
Like very recent episodes, so it's most probably March, April, but the one that is responsive is on a good basis.
Okay, that's an interesting thing to note. If that's the case, I will need to move the B1. We'll explain that later on. So that means that we'll have to break apart the B1. Anyway, we'll cross the bridge when there's some right? So I did build in a Slack for intramurals because I'm not going to meet you and I'm not going to require you to do anything for intramurals. Just focus on reading the right? So what is red? Red is intramurals. So yes, problem. So midterm exam is on March 16th. Before midterm, before intramurals, so there should be an issue here. Right? What is green? Green is a case discussion. So meaning we will discuss the case. So meaning you come here and we'll discuss the case. There are reasons. You will notice that I put all of the cases before the midterm exam. And then, what is orange? Orange is presentation, meaning you have 3 progress presentations, part 1, part 2, and part 3. Why is it on 2 days? It's on 2 days because I'm going to group you into 3 groups of 5 each. You are actually a smaller class compared to my other Strava classes, which are 20. So they actually have 4 groups of you're going to have 2 groups. So there are actually 4 slots, meaning your defense will always be 45 minutes of the day that you're supposed to defend. So for example, you're defending on March 19th. That means that you're also defending on April 23 as well as on May 25. Why am I doing this? Because if you are defending here, and then you're supposed to defend again here, you actually have a shorter time. Right? So in this way, there is the same amount of time in between the defenses in order to prepare. So we will determine when each group is going to defend. That means that we have 4 slots, of which 3 you can choose. Right? So, do you have any other questions? I get an official announcement because I think the schedule was supposed to be approved by the university council, not just the student council, but the any other questions? Yes? That's business course. That's another face-to-face session where I'm going to divide a class in half. Half of you is going to be well, not real war, but pretend war, like it's a debate. It's essentially a debate. expectation is that for every hour of fast time, you will spend 2 to 3 hours reading, studying, and projects. Now, I like to sleep, and I think you like to sleep too. So, I realize that this is not your only subject. You have other subjects. Some of you probably have not selected because this is a fixed class. And you're probably going to lose sleep on that not the case. So I'm still going to be a bit selfish because MGT 190 is kind of like the capstone course. So it's going to be an important course, but I'm going to tell you, I know it's not your only course. Okay? That's why I broke it down into progress presentations. Because if I don't, you're going to wait until the last week to maybe the last month to start working on these. Academic honesty is a must. No plagiarism. I'm the only one allowed to plagiarize from absolutely. However, this is what we research for. If you steal from one person, that's plagiarism. But if you steal from 10 people, that's called stealing. But even your citations are not allowed in the midterm exams. Please do not cite your answers to source, ChatGPT, or source, Scribe, or some other source that you downloaded the data. Your exam must always be original. Strategic management is a capstone course, which means that everything needs to do. Accounting, finance, marketing, operations, contract, information systems, HR, and research will actually be very relevant in which means that we don't have time to review everything that you have studied. Which means that you need to refer to all your previous notes. That's still time. If you don't understand anything because perhaps of opportunities then please speak up. What is my AI policy? I allow it. So AI tools like ChatGPT, Quillbot, Gemini, and Claude are allowed, expressly allowed. You will be using these tools at work, so my philosophy is we are supposed to prepare you for your work. Therefore, we cannot disallow you from using these tools. What are you using AI for? What better? I know almost all of you are using it to send emails. Because all the emails I receive from students are extremely polite and are extremely well written. And I know it's from ChatGPT or from AI, not just ChatGPT, which is a bit sad. So the only caveat is that you must be aware of the limitation of ChatGPT. Do you know how AI like ChatGPT work? Like how are they able to answer your questions? They actually don't. Whatever you type in ChatGPT is part of the context, but it does not actually learn. ChatGPT is trained by OpenAI, meaning OpenAI gives it a very big information dump. So usually this is all of the text that they can get their answer, which is all the UN documents, the laws, the accounting standards, the finance, everything that people wrote on Reddit, on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, all of that is part of the base. Training data. So, ChatGPT is basically autocomplete. Let's ask them a question. I'm going to give you a word, and then you're going to repeat. Okay? Dragon. Life. Okay, what else? Fruit. Okay, what else? Ball. Okay, Dragon Ball. Continue that phrase. Dragon Ball pen. Okay. That's a valid continuation. Someone said Z, right? And then can I also use super? As a continuation. Dragon Ball Super. No. Well, it's there. There's Dragon Ball, there's Dragon Ball Z, and then there's Dragon Ball Super, and then I don't know what there is now. Another example, I say Jack. Jack Fruit, Jack Stone, Jack Plant, Jack and Jill. Okay, continue Jack and Jill. Jack and Jill pretzels, any other continuation? Went up the hill. Okay, continue. Went up the hill. Yeah, to fetch a pail of. How do you know that? You know that because you have training data. Your training data is the nursery rhyme when you were a kid. So it's kind of like ChatGPT. It knows it has the training data, so it's able to put words after the other. It's very good at putting one word after the next. But if you ask it ridiculous questions, or questions that are not in the training data, then you might get good answers, you might also get hallucinated answers. Right? And half my chance with GPT is asking it stupid things. Like this morning, I asked ChatGPT if Ozai executed war crimes. Yeah, how about that? And the answer is no evidence. Which is true. He did not. He was not successful in building the anyway, what I'm trying to say is you should know what GPT can do and what it cannot. And you, as a human being, must defend your value added, because ultimately when you go out to the workforce, you must also justify, why should I hire you and not just ask ChatGPT, right? What's your value added? So it's not enough that you know how to use it well, but you also need to provide something extra other than just being able to talk to them. UP academic policies still apply, meaning if you use AI as a source, you should cite all the parts that you use. So if you use AI to paraphrase something, like you use Toolbox to change something, you must still cite the source. So let's talk about me for a while. I graduated from college before you were born, I think. But I think that when I graduated from MBA, you were at least crawling on the ground, right? More or less. In 2007, you were already alive. Well, the thing is, in 5 more years, the students that I'm going to be handling will no longer be alive when I have my master's degree, right? Which is sad for me. So work experience, 3 years as external auditor, and then I said, screw this, I'm out. Because, if you're an auditor, what do you do? You inventory count, that's what you do. And then on the new year, what do you do? You count your cash. I don't know about you, but I'd rather count my cash than other people's money. So I also handled graduate courses in finance as well as why am I here in front of you? It's not because I have any senior management experience. As you can see from my work experience, I don't have any. So, why am I here? It's because I took the course ahead of you. I was here first, right? So, what does this mean? This means that once you get your MBA, you can absolutely appear and that pretend that you're a strong group, right? As we say, bring in until you make it. That's not about me, that's about you. So I want to know what's your favorite and perhaps your strongest subject in the BSM program and why. Second, what do you want to learn, take away from MGT 190, and what last rumors have you heard about this course? And that, very important, I need to know if you intend to marry or get pregnant, no, give birth during the midterm exam or the Why? Because I had a term where the student said, "Sir, I cannot take the final exam because I'm attending the wedding." Their wedding. Okay? And then can you attend the live sessions, which we already flashed, the one with the googly eyes. So I'm going to tell you one by one. I'm going to call you one by one, and you are going to come here and give me your Form 5. By the way, Alilin, I saw Arnelia calling for you. Did you already take care of it? Okay, good. So when I call you, please come here in front, give me your phone time, and I'm going to give you your name tag. Why am I giving you this? Because I don't have a good memory. I will not remember your face, I will not remember your name. So I'm going to need visual aids to help me determine class participation. So that means if you don't bring this, you're not participating. Okay? So you need to bring this so I can identify. So first person. Please answer the getting to know you, please.
What is your favorite subject in the BSM program? Based on my 4 years, the one that made me choose minor in marketing is MGT 170 or Why? Because I think it opened my eyes.
You're not sure?
My eyes into the idea that I am more into the inside or like where I can explore more of my skills and my knowledge about design, leadership skills and all of that. And what do you want to learn or take away from MGT 190? So I want to be able to become more rational when it comes to making decisions, and I think it would be best also if the information that I would be learning or the knowledge that I would be getting from this course will also be applied after the graduation. And then one last course, however, about the use MBT 190 course. So far, based on our seniors that I also talked to,
As far as they Okay, thank you very much. And now we have
What is your favorite subject?
Oh, my generation. So they're snowflakes. They get mad at everything. Yeah, theory X is people are lazy and you have to force them to do it.
Balancing something that can balance my perspectives on the people I meet. So I wouldn't gravitate to a singular theory or singular theory that's either X or Y. I treat it as a spectrum about that kind of personal life. Learn a lot of things that you can discuss these classes. Now, do you want to learn or take away from MGT 190? Well, I'd like first to develop a thinking set of tools that can help me become a better in general. This is a
Capstone
yeah,
course.
capstone course. This is a capstone course. And for special circumstances, they plan to get married later. No, I don't. So can you attend the live sequences?
Okay, thank you. Next is Rion. Do you have a relative?
No, sir.
There's
Your
another
nanny?
Rion.
Yes.
No relation.
Just met here.
Okay. Thank you. And then we have Ariella Miguel. Any relation to the other There are three pairs of similar names. I think four pairs. I think there's another Alcantara. Which gives me an issue because my class record usually only has last name. Now I can't use last name. Anyway,
MGT 188. Although I got stuck with MGT 188. I mean, natest ako ang mental skills. Really tried so hard to understand the I was supposed to shoot the track because it showed me that I can actually do it.
I'm a finance person myself, so
And my course expectation is what you want to learn. I want to learn a lot of things in this subject because it's in the real world you have to be really strategic, and in order for you to survive, you have to be wise. Okay, ganun ko pero ang mga subok natin. I'm not saying pero ang permit dyan pa daw sir no kay mga wise dyan ka first. And I want to be like that. We're gonna have to do some more.
you know what's ironic? Ironically, it's not the intelligent people who get rich. No, it's those who have guts.
I only have confidence. Last year rumors, I really don't have. I haven't heard anything about this rumor. The only thing I heard about this week is when I put that
Over the hill already, can't compete anymore.
question. What is your favorite song that you can used to program? For me, I think it would be MGT 141. What do you want to learn and take away from this course? I think it would be that I will develop about you, and she just said that he's cool.
Oh.
Flattery will get you everywhere.
Nice to you. Do you plan to get married or give birth during the term? No, sir. At the end of the life sessions, of course.
Okay, thank you. Next person is Inario.
Hello, guys. My favorite subject in the business program is MGT 104, Organizational Behavior. Because I like to learn about people, and it's the one with no numbers and essay of the life.
So you're opposite.
Yes,
You
something.
don't like this. Okay.
Yes, no. What I want to learn this course how to be a boss. Because I do not know how to be a boss. Like, but thinking of make decisions, and I want to make better decisions.
We might not mention that here though. That's in a different kind of course, like leadership. But it's easy to be a boss. Just to take everything.
Yeah, I also want to like companies. I want to see how companies operate in the real world. What nasty rumors?
Oh no.
Di mo ko na nakadismosa, pero I learned na atong na mas natin ko. Wala pili mo, uy, na kayo kung katong gitagaan mo flat on na sa subject. Of course, I don't know what that is. Yeah, go on. Excel competition. I realized na nice to have Excel competition. And then for getting married, after that, for giving birth, then I cannot have that.
Okay, thank you. Next, we have interesting surname.
Answer.
Is it a plant?
Part of the plan. Or I forgot.
Okay.
What is your favorite subject in the BSM program? I think it would be the management information systems. I think MGT 186. We finally had tools to like use manual calculations and formulas to write it. And then if you want to take away from 190, I would want to like have a capstone or like just to synthesize all the previous courses under 190. It would be easier to digest. And one last thing we heard about is one of the I think I've heard many things about this. I am not that chismoso.
Isn't there a new term for that? What it is? Who knows? Okay, thank you. Next person is Leslie.
MGT 101 because that subject or course made me stay or stay and pursue help me in the future, and what nasty rumors I heard about this past life. And do I want to get married?
Okay, thank you. Next we have, okay, please bring that next time.
I promise not to.
Yeah, you need to bring that next time, okay?
Let's hear this. Lose rocket, so let's manage. Lose rocket is very good.
Oh dear, sorry. I already made that, but
For me, my favorite ever I would say that because in the first semester we lost the leaders, but then come then we realized that I can combine my passion with the what do you want to take away from YouTube? I really like the idea about being a CEO because I like being in charge. And one to start a business someday, so something like in the books for me. So I think I would learn a lot here. What nasty rumors have you heard about Profuse MGT 190 course? About the labor wars. I was on your user last semester, so no problems there.
here you see how bad I am with names. I forgot his name is this year.
Do you plan to get married? No, not now, but give birth. No. And get on to the live sessions. Yes.
So basically all of this, what we will do is next time I will be putting this on the chairs. So you will just put it. So, thank you. Next we have next on my list is
So for my favorite subject in the BSc program, that would be Management 172, which is advertising, because it was an interesting course for me since there is an intersection. It's interesting for me because how different marketing strategies can affect the human behavior. So it's basically an intersection between the strategies, the creativity, as well as the psychology behind marketing. And also, what do you want to learn or take away from Management 190? I want to be better at decision making and align these strategies to be able to execute it in the future. As for the nasty rumors, I have heard none, but I heard for the previous classes of Sir Yu's Guide, they were fun and interactive. Do you plan to get married?
the past, I was really hesitant towards being CEO or having my own business because my parents are bashers. And they don't want me to spend money because they saw my uncle on the verge of that. So, but today I want to be a CEO. So, knowing MGT 191, I was able to give all my energy towards my business idea, and it was fun for me. And so, what do you want to learn, take away from MGT 190? So, I want MGT 190 to pursue me into becoming a CEO. Give me top 10 ideas. What are the top 10 tasks businesses that would become sustainable? What essay rumors almost? Because it was like storytelling. At first, they said service, serious. I tried to make this serious. You only said one word. Yes. Only one word. That's why I didn't continue. Then, do you plan to get married? No. Maybe.
You went from no to maybe to
Soon, sir, if I'll be the CEO. I'll buy then I can give birth. No, I don't. But any attempt like questions, of course, definitely.
okay. Last on my list.
Hello, so good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, guys. What is your favorite subject? MGT 115 Management Accounting, sir, kay. Ma-excite ka sa exam ko sa line numbers.
So there are two people who love numbers here.
And then, what do you want to learn? Aside from strategy and management, sir, kay, I want to develop the skills to identify risks surrounding the business or the company, and then to also learn how to mitigate those risks. So, what nasty rumors, wala sa wala raw may klase niya. Do you plan to get married now? Kanya
Okay, thank you very much. We're going to do some preliminary housekeeping. The course site is included. I will be the one to add you. You don't have to do anything. I'll add you right now. Online communications. This is going to be our FB group. Please join this group. So u.mgt190.s2 semester.2.05.business. That's the name of it. If you send me an email, kindly put the subject line MGT 190, then whatever, as long as the MGT 190 is there, it helps me put them out. Because first thing we get a ton of emails. Then, my social media policy is I'm happy to accept friend requests on Facebook and or LinkedIn once I'm no longer in a position of authority, which means when you graduate. So, group reports are conducted through YouTube videos, meaning you're not going to come out here and report. No, you're going to upload a video, 20 minutes max. I'm going to watch that video, and then we're going to spend the 45 minutes Q&A. Okay? Why 20 minutes? Because I want to sleep. And I'm going to have how many groups maximum per day? That would be a total of 6 groups. Right? 6 times 20 minutes, that's 2 hours. And I still have to pause. So, yeah, I don't wanna, I wanna sleep too. So, you have to upload it to my YouTube account. Not yours, mine. So in order for that to happen, you must designate an uploader, and I I must give permission to the uploader, which means I need to get the email address, meaning the YouTube email of whoever is the uploader. Um, it can either be a YouTube mail or it can be a personal mail. So synchronous classes are scheduled face to face. You know, all those googly eyes, we will be here. However, in case we will not be here, then this is my Zoom room. SQY, that's my initials, that's CO/meet you. So when might we do this? We might do this if all of you decide you want to meet offline, or if you receive an ND or MC SMS saying that there's an orange or a red ink, well not yellow, by the way, but orange or red in Cebu City. Cebu City. Automatic, we will just be. And then, of course, if there are other reasons that are not due to politics, then it can be a disaster, hopefully not. Or another thing I can think of, for example, for the MBA would be the UPCAT. Because if there's a UPCAT, nobody can come in. Not even. So, we are now going to decide on who are going to be in the groups. So in order to reserve your group, kindly take a pen, write your name and a letter, I, J, or G. First come, first serve.
Where is it? Look.
Just write it.
Like here or anywhere else?
Yeah, IJK, right? So 5 members per group. Okay, who's in I? Can you just give me the name so that I'm going to copy and paste it there?
Ompad, Alilin.
Can we go alphabetical?
Ay,
So Alilin, right? Alilin.
Larissa.
Where? Who?
Larissa.
Where's that? Okay, Opa. Okay, Tetaliana and Alilin. So who's going to be in Team J? So Sinisa Ariela. There. Then we go alphabetical. Alcantara.
Enario.
Denario.
Rocket.
So again, I apologize. I thought Roque was with me. Which means that the rest are in Team K. So now the next decision you have to make is what's the name of your consultancy group. Because you're going to make a public YouTube video on my channel. So you're going to say, good morning, we are the blah blah blah. So you need to decide on a name, and that name has to start with that letter. Yes. I, J, or K. Hi. What team are you guys? Jay, what name do you want? Okay, how about letter K? No, you need a word. Jackpot. Okay, letter K. We don't have that much time. It's only 2:40. Okay, letter K. Any names? Okay, letter.
Kangkong chips.
Okay.
Sige daw, sir. Kangkong chips.
Okay. Letter I. Are you sure?
Kangkong lang, sir. Without chips, sir.
Okay, so we'll do that. So we're going to decide the sequence of reports, like 1, 2, 3, or 4, but you will only pick 3 of those. So, Inabo, representative. Inabo representative, I want you to throw the dice here. Okay, Jaguar. Seven. Kangkong. 46. So there are 4 slots, right?
Who would be first?
So the first 2 slots is on the first day, and then slot 3 and 4 is on the second day. I give a slight bonus for the earlier groups because they don't know what to expect. Whereas group 4 would no longer get any kind of bonus. Sliding scale, meaning in between. Okay, so I'm going to let group I choose the slot. What slot do you want? I mean, you still need to be here, okay? Even if you're not reporting, you still need to be here. Remember, I will have to move the schedule if there's the second. Okay. Alright, Team K, you get to choose. Do you want 1, 3, or 4? One, two, three, or 4. So you sit. So what do you want? Team I, what do you want? This would be P1, P1, meaning there are 2 days, right? So if I say P1, P1, then 1, 2 would be on day 1. Day 4 would be on day 1. No, 2 gets a slightly smaller bonus. And then 3 will get a smaller bonus than 2. Yes, forever. But it's not a very big bonus. It's a smaller bonus. There's a bigger bonus on how difficult your company is. There's a difficulty bonus. Do you want day 1 or day 2? If you don't choose, then I will let them choose.
Day 2 na lang, sir.
Day 2, okay. First or second? Last or day 1? Okay, okay. So K, choose. total A, then even the P1 will be shifted. Just take it out. Three. Normally, the lowest team does not choose, but since there are no slots, I let you choose. Yes, I will limit all of the sessions to 45 minutes. Sorry? Yes, but all of you still have to be there because you need to evaluate the only team. Four. Yeah, the biggest bonus would be a So Inamo is 2, Jaguar is 4, and Kangkong is 3. So let me explain the grading system. 70% of your overall final grade is going to come from a group activity, of which is divided into finding stuff on the internet, business wars, the progress reports, and then the final report. 20% is from midterm exam, 10% is from assignments, which is on Uber. Now, group grades are modified by within group peer evaluation. What does that mean? That means that all your group activities will receive only one group score. But I will ask you to evaluate your group members, and then your grade will be adjusted based on what your group got and what you got in the peer evaluation. Progress reports consist of 30% peer group evaluation, meaning the other groups will rate you, and then 70% me. So when you rate the other groups, you will rate them on the following rubrics: content, cooperation, professionalism, and engagement. When I evaluate you, I am basing it on 50% content, 20% preparation, meaning how well did you research, how well can you answer the question, 15% professionalism, how confident are you, did you act like CEOs, and then, that act like CEO should be role play, 10%, did you act like consultant or did you eagle like students, and then 5% production values, meaning how nice was your video. So remember, it's only 5%. Don't spend too much time. You should spend the time in your company. Let me explain how I do your evaluation. So when I ask you to evaluate your group members, you will use 4 criteria: participation, dependability, cooperation, respect. I will ask you to rate them from 1 to 10. I will only allow you to give one person an exceptional score. Meaning, only one person can have exceptional participation. Only one person can have dependability, which is 9 or 10, and so on. If you don't follow this, you will have a penalty. Now, let me explain how I compute this. So let's assume that we have a group consisting of 4 people, and then this is Andy doing the evaluation. So let's say Andy followed the instructions. He only gives one person a 9 or a 10, right, for each category. So I compute the total score, which is 30, 37, and 34. And then I get the average of this. I divide this by the average to get a normalized score of 89%, 110%, and 101%. Right? And then what I do is once I get everyone's peer evaluation scores, so Andy gave 89% to Blair, 110% to Chris, and 101% to Dale. And then the rest gives this amount. So I get the average again, And then I multiply this by the group score. So for example, your score is 85 times 102%, that is your individual score. So this system is not additive. If you want everyone to get the same score because you think that everyone participated equally, give them an 8. If you give everyone an 8, this becomes 100%, right? Right? So you don't have to maximize this score, but you just basically report it honestly. So if you give everyone an 8, this becomes 100%, and then everyone gets the same score. There is no value in trying to maximize like everyone must have a 10 in each category. Any questions? So what's your project about? You will study a publicly listed company, meaning you will do a full strategic management study. Why publicly listed? Because you cannot find data on private companies. I strongly recommend for you to study a US company. Why US? Because you can find information. If, for example, have you heard of a company called Nintendo? Okay, so what language do you think their financial statement is in? Japanese. Can you read Japanese? So you might have an issue there, right? Second, their FS or financial statement is in yen. And then you're going to compare that against US dollar, right? You're going to have issues. So I recommend, but I don't require, I recommend that you look at US companies. Your company must not be a market leader. Why? Because if you study the market leader, for example, in Philippines, who is the market leader in fast food? Jollibee. What's your recommendation for Jollibee? Nothing. Just do what you're doing, right? Just continue doing what you're doing. So that's very boring. So I don't accept if your proposed company is the market leader. It must not be the market leader. Meaning, you can study Jollibee, but not as the focus. You can study, let's say, what's another company? Shakey's Pizza, for example. And then one of your competitors might be Jollibee. That's okay. It has to include the market leader. But your company cannot be a market leader. So of course, approval is required, meaning I will post in a group saying, please reserve your company and its two competitors, and then you will post, and then I will approve. First come, first serve. Because obviously, groups in this class cannot choose the same company. So it's first come, first serve. What are the requirements? I have 3 progress presentations. P1 is internal analysis. P2 is external analysis. P3 is recommendation. The final report is due 1 week after your final presentation. Take note, I am not requiring you to write a report. I'm just going to ask you to merge all your PowerPoint into one. And then that's your final output. Yep, compilation, and of course it's 1 week after, which means that you have time to make revisions. Alright? Now I know that everyone is using Canva, but I still demand a PowerPoint. So keep this in mind. Now what is Business Wars? In Business Wars, I'm going to cut the class in half. And then you're going to team up to fight a business war against the other group. So this is a head-to-head debate where you play the role of 2 companies engaged in a business war. This is a real situation. Meaning you have to research who is the CEO, who are the managers, and then what is the strategy of this company, what are they trying to do, what are their limitations, etc. I'm currently thinking of 2 scenarios. The first scenario is Haagen-Dazs versus Ben & Jerry's, trying to expand in Asia in the 1990s, okay, before your birth. And the second one is Paramount versus Netflix, meaning Paramount is trying to acquire Discovery Warner. Netflix also wants to buy Discovery Warner, and they're fighting each other right now. So that's happening right now. Okay? So the requirement is it's actually a debate, right? There's a side making an argument, and then there's a rebuttal, and then the other side makes an argument, and then there's a rebuttal. So you will be trying to convince the referee, me, that your company is, if we choose the ice cream one, the best partner to distribute the ice cream, or the best acquirer if we chose the Paramount versus Netflix. Who will win this time? Now, for the group project, here is a recommendation of the subjects that you need to cover. So this is the minimum requirement. First, you need to have a profile of the firm, short history, and when I say short, I don't mean 10 minutes because you only have 20, right? So it has to be short. Critique the mission, vision, and values if they have them. Some companies don't. And then, who are the key personnel? Conduct an environmental survey. I know that this is actually technically external analysis, but we will just do preliminary PESL as well as enumeration of the major rivals. And then we will have our internal analysis consisting of financial analysis, value chain analysis, the current strategy of the company, what are the resources and capabilities under the BRIO framework, and then critique the company strategy. It would be best if you can summarize everything here under the business model canvas framework, because it does allow you to actually summarize, the major resources, capabilities. Your financial analysis can be summarized using that framework. For external analysis, you need to start with a rival analysis, which is essentially the same as the internal analysis, except you are now analyzing the rivals. I also expect to see industry level analysis consisting of 5 courses, and then PESL again, and your strategy group maps with your key success factors. And then for recommendations, you will recap the external and the internal analysis. You will synthesize a SWOT analysis and your competitive strength assessment. You will propose alternative courses of action. And then you will make recommendations which include an implementation plan and a balance scorecard. What is the general flow of your analysis? You start, of course, by looking at the mission, vision, and values, and you conduct external analysis, which will allow you to determine what are the key success factors, what are the opportunities, and what are the threats. An internal analysis will let you determine what are the strengths and weaknesses of the company. By looking at the KSF and the mission, vision, values, you will be able to create a balanced scorecard. By looking at strength, opportunity, weakness, and threat, you will be able to do SWOT. And then by looking at SWOT and KSF, you will be able to compare the company with its rivals. And then use that to create alternatives, which will be measured using your balanced scorecard. And then you will make recommendations. So presentation mechanics, all presentations pre-recorded. I will watch them in my own time. We will not play them in class. Upload the video 1 day before, 24 hours before, not 8 hours before. Again, I want to see. Q&A defense on the scheduled days, which is 2, 3, and 4. Meaning, on the scheduled days, we will not actually meet at 1:30, right? But we will meet 2:25. No, 2:15. 2:15. Because we have to keep this at 45 minutes. Videos are public. Viewing stats may influence bonus points. Meaning likes, comments, So this is your assignment. Remember, we have a meeting next week, right? Session 3. Right? There's a googly eye. So there's a meeting next week and you're going to present very short presentation, 5 to 10 minutes. Finding useful things on the internet that are relevant to Strava. I give you a limitation. No PowerPoint. No PowerPoint. You will only use physical visual aids that you're going to stick on the walls. I am not looking for ways to look for things. There's a difference between looking and finding, right? Finding is the important thing here. Your tip and trick must be freely available and must not require money. The group that impresses me the most will win. So, that's it. Any questions? So, is there anything you might want to say regarding the puzzle pieces? What puzzle pieces? You didn't notice any puzzle pieces?
Oh, wait, sir.
There's a message if you put that together. So I will have the reward. I will now give you the completed puzzle, and the first one to solve it will get something. Are you sure? Are you sure of those two? UPC book, not UPC. It's different. Not School of Management. No, you are correct, but you're missing. No, she's correct. She's correct. Core values. Missing one. No, service was sent here. That was the UPC. Honor Excellence is School of Management. Again?
Excellence, integrity, and service.
Correct. Alright, this is back for you. That's a UP buck. You can redeem that later to raise your grades. I would have given 2 today to that one person, but only if I did not need to show this. That's all for today. So, dismissed. Sorry I held you for 5 minutes longer. Do you have other classes?
None, sir.